Hey, what's up everybody? It's Neo Bands back with another tutorial. Today's tutorial is special as well. The last one was me figuring out something on my own while doing these tutorials for you. But this tutorial came from me actually learning how to create this bottle design. This bottle could be jelly, it could be for ketchup, it could be for shampoo. It could be for lotion. Let me show you the final look of the bottle. So this is what the final look of the bottle design looks like with the different materials added to it. This bottle design contains some very basic features that you're able to create. And one of those basic features is a loft body. In 3D design, a loft body is a surface or a solid that is created by smoothly transitioning between two or more profiles. As of right now, we've been working with a lot of basic shapes like cubes and spheres, but this is where you can get customized with the exact shape that you want to create. It's easiest to sketch the bottom, so we'll start by tapping the top, and if it takes us someplace else, all you got to do is double tap the cube up here in the top right corner and then hit top again. You double tap it to basically get all of the elements that are visible back in view, and then you can tap top and it'll show you the top view of those elements. Also, the person that gave me the tutorial for creating the bottle did so on a desktop. With all of my tutorials being based on the iPad, this is going to be something that you'll be able to learn exclusively from me. First, we're going to tap sketch and we're going to tap ellipse here in the left hand menu, and we're going to start at the origin and we're going to click and drag our origin to be a width of 35 millimeters, and we can tap the height to adjust it specifically to 20 millimeters. Now our width is set to 35 millimeters and our height 20 millimeters. Now we can exit sketching, and we see now that we have our base profile. For loft body, we need to have a start and an end profile. And the easiest way to create the end profile is by going to transform, selecting the move/rotate command, selecting our sketch, turning on copy. Then we can move this copy up by the exact millimeters that we want by tapping on the number with the Apple Pencil. And we're going to move this up by 150 millimeters, like so. Then we want to exit out of copy so that we don't make any additional copies by mistake, and click done. Now we have the start and end, but to create this loft shape, we also need to have side rails. The easiest one to start is the right side view, and right now we don't have it in sight, so we want to double tap the cube, then tap the right side and come back to the origin where we have our two profiles that we created. Now we can deselect all and go back to sketch for sketching our side rails, and we're going to use the spline tool. So I'm going to keep it simple and just go 1 cube to the right and 3 cubes down from this starting point here in the top. So 1 to the right, 3 down, and we're going to tap on the point that we left off with and basically do the same thing on the bottom. Drag down, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side as well. 1 to the left, 3 down, release, then tap back on it with the Apple Pencil, go down until we're at the same location, and then connect it back down again. Now we have to do the same from the front view. And here it's going to be a little bit different. So let's first go ahead and move our view to the front. It's going to take us out again, but double tap and then tap it again. And here we can zoom in with our 2 fingers to the front view. From here, we're going to sculpt this out a little bit more. So we want it to come out, then go in, come back out a bit more, and then come back down to connect. And one of the things that I want to point out is if you want to make adjustments after the fact, you're more than able to do so. Just go ahead and tap on any of these anchor points to make the adjustment so that the body has the exact sort of look to it that you are going for. Actually, you know what? I'm going to adjust this ever so slightly, like so. Move that up a little bit higher. There we go. Just like with the start and end profiles, the easiest way to get the same thing going on the left side is to use the move and rotate command. So we're going to exit the sketching, tap on transform, tap on move and rotate command, then tap on the spline that we created and copy, tap copy, and rotate this by 180 degrees. Turn off copy so we don't accidentally make another copy. As we transform it, we want to move this point up to the top so that we can snap as closely as possible to that endpoint, and then we'll click done. However, now you will notice that when we click on the right side, there's a white dot inside of the green dot at these points. And over here, they are blue dots. They need to be white dots as well so that we know they are connected. So the easiest way to fix that is to just tap on that dot and reconnect it like so. You see how it's turned green? Same with the bottom. Just tap it, move it around, and reconnect it. And now we have them all connected the way that it needs to be. Now we can exit the sketching and we can see that we have our start and end profile as well as our side rails. So now that we have a complete curved network to create a loft body, we can simply click on every element that we have, 3, 4 side rails plus the start and end profiles. As you can see in the left hand menu, we now have the loft icon that we can click on, and when we do so, it creates the solid body using the exact profile that we created. And that's it for this tutorial. I am pretty much going to be breaking down the bottle tutorial into these shorter tutorials just because each individual piece is also important, and I just want to draw attention to each individual piece. But I will be doing the full tutorial. For right now, we're going to stop here. Start practicing, start playing around with it to create your own designs. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with a friend of yours, and get them tapped in so they can learn how to use Shapr3D as well to create their own products or just get into some 3D design for the fun of it. Until next time, it's Neo Bands, and I will see you in the next video.